Hello, we are the Kobold Cafe. This is another episode of Shards the Void, fantasy adventure using GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM. With us today is just about everyone. Sick of introducing all you dickheads now. But hey up, Simon.
I'm Simon. I thought I was Dickhead. Hi, I'm Simon. I play Sigmund.
Hey up.
That's about it, really, at this point.
Fair dues. Moving on swiftly, we've got Terra.
Hi, I'm Tara. I play Orn. And yeah, I'm a crystal rock monster thing.
Tells you on the right. I'm pretty sure it says Rock Monster. Rock Monsters. Underrated, for sure. James.
I'm James. I play Ronan. I used to play another character, but that other character took one for the team.
It's no longer alive.
Yeah,
Very much dead.
he now lives with the ugly one. Took one for the team and went home with that one. Now you're a cool guy.
Yeah, now I'm like a ranger. Wolves.
Cool guy. Skinny hobo. Ginger hair.
Skinny hobo, ginger hair.
Everoth.
Hello, everyone. I am Ulrich. You're always happy troubling.
Oh, I got some packet loss there.
Yeah, I got huge pet loss.
What
This is how he sings.
is this better?
Much better.
Yes.
Okay. As I was saying, I am Ulrich, your always happy traveling bar companion. There to try and cheer everyone with some, certainly not copyrighted music.
Fair dues. And finally, with us at the minute is Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared playing Doman, and so many things are fair news.
So many things are fair news.
You've said that like 5 or 6 times since we started today.
Yeah.
Fair news.
That's like you say that constantly. Whenever someone would like, it's your ditto statement. It's like fair dues. All right.
Oh, fair dues. Yeah, I do say fair dues a
Oh,
lot.
fair news.
Fair dues, aye.
Why don't you say fair news? Like, all right.
Nah, fair dues, pal. Very Yorkshire thing. I apologise. Didn't even realise. God. Embarrassed now. We'd normally also have Z-Warrior. Sometimes he takes a bit longer to show up. Let's hope he turns up. He plays a cool mushroom guy. But last session, you made your way into Brola. A long journey, like, through warlands is now over. Kind of starting to feel a bit safe. Orn met with the lord of this land and was even given a title by that lord.
I got knighted.
Yeah, you're a knight of House Rickrim. Methan titles. Did I put that in the GM notes? It looks like I did. Sorry. Aye. So a lord made you their knight.
Soon I shall take over this entire land. No, I'm not.
Sigmund went dress shopping for his daughter.
Uh-huh.
Bought some very fancy things. Ulrich visited a cathedral. Showed off a fancy book he's got. Got told it ought to be in a cathedral.
I was also told it was much more important than it seemed. Not remembering well what exactly I learned from them aside from, no new effects, no new anything, or at least Ulrich.
Rightio. Doman, you helped out the servants with a bit of stick wielding.
That was the best way to say that, yes.
Yeah. Definitely. And Ronan, you've kind of got yourself into something here, haven't you?
Yeah.
So it's late evening.
Idiot.
You've found yourself in a dodgy bar. It's where you've been sleeping. You sort that out for some reason. You found yourself a client who's asked for someone to be killed. And you're right now being shown the way. I believe it is after sunset, but not by loads. You're in a dingier part of town for sure. Outside the walls as well.
Totally had a plan last, but I cannot remember what I was.
Sounds pretty on brand for what I know of Ronan so far.
Yeah. Like when he stole that horse to take it back and stuff like that. But one of the heavies who was guarding the job given Neddy has come along. Normand has come. And he would say, "Oh, hey up. Alright, his house is at the end of this street. Turn right. It's up the stairs." You got me?
Yeah. Sure.
I've seen this map before.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Something just happened. Did we get a follower? Thank you for the follow. The
Or something
rabbit
very
hunter.
similar to it. The assets and the layout are very similar.
Hello there, Rabbit Hunter.
I imagine you have seen something very similar.
They're free to use assets anyways. It's nothing too drastic.
No, it's Gabriel Picard is the artist, and he is credited, and he makes amazing maps.
Nice.
But
Looks pretty fancy.
yeah, that way on end. Don't know if he's home. Might be out gambling money he's not got. You know where to come and meet us. And he's gonna scuttle off quickly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head this way and just kind of want to scout around the corner and take a look. See if there's like glow coming from the window or anything.
There is indeed glow coming from the windows. Very faint. These aren't exactly fancy glass windows. But you can see that there's some kind of torches or candles lit inside. It's pretty quiet on this street at minute.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of sneak to somewhere that I can observe the house. Like, kind of sneaky like.
Alright, you've got a decent option from down here to watch the front door. If you ever walk around it, you'll see that there is only one entrance into the place. The windows are tiny cracks. You wouldn't be able to fit a person through one of them. And have you got observation?
Observe like well,
Success by 6.
success
okay.
by 6.
Yeah. You don't see anyone enter or leave, but I think as you're watching some of the windows around here, you see a shadow pass behind him a couple of times. It seems like there is at least one person inside.
Okay. What was the job again? I don't even remember.
Kill this guy. Bring back a ring that he wears and anything else of value that he had in the house. He's described as a bum, no good, cheating gambler who's racked up debts and now needs to die and pay in some way.
Okay. Yeah, so what I want to do is go get up on the roof of... I want to get, like, up there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk around until I can find a good spot that I can climb without drawing a lot of attention.
Yeah, you've spotted a couple of places to get up on the roofs while you were observing the place.
Okay.
Have you got climbing?
Any bonuses or...
Probably a -2 for the not something intended to be climbed.
I believe there's modifiers for it. Yeah, it's like -2 for scaling a building.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
there's like a few others, but it's cool. He succeeded.
Yeah. You make it up there. Are you being stealthy as well? Incredibly stealthy,
Yes.
yeah. I think you make it up there silently. And you're on the roof across the street. If you're thinking about shooting an arrow through one of these windows, you've probably not got much chance. They're kind of thick wood shutters with slight cracks that are just letting light bleed out a bit. Just as an aside.
Okay. Okay. It's just the front door.
You could probably still target one at -10.
Yeah. Cool. Then I guess the sneaking and whatnot is unnecessary. Thump, thump, thump.
You bang on the door.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll let you run away.
Ding dong dash.
Fair dues.
And then I'll use that stealth roll for the hiding around the corner to watch what happens.
Okay, he cracks the door open ever so slightly. You see light spilling out. The door opens in. And you do see a pretty... he's fairly old. He looks dirty. He does not look particularly well. Man sticks his face out and glances around really quickly. And then closes his door immediately.
Okay.
Everyone else is pretty much just in bed. A Spot hasn't sidled in, has he? No, he's like the only person who'd be here to have accidentally followed him.
Well, I had done stuff via the afternoon, but evening, yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no, he went back to the bar. He's been staying out in secret, Ronan.
Alright, so there's no, like, windows or anything there either?
There is a window there up on the second floor. You could get up
But
and
not
open
like
it.
one.
No, it's only like a half a... it's like a foot wide and 2 feet high.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go back over to here. Hide around the corner.
You cut out a bit for me there. What did you add after hide around the corner?
Oh, I actually... working this out. Because there's literally one way in and one way out.
is true.
All right. So I'm actually gonna go back over here, and I'm gonna light his apartment on fire.
There is his apartment's kind of on the second floor. I should have pointed this out. Up those steps, and underneath there is it's a rag shop actually. They sell like old fabrics and clothes.
Yeah, you want to burn down the entire village. Have fun with that.
Or yeah, roll me like an arsonist check or something. I don't know.
We need you to handle this in a discreet manner. This man
No,
has given
if-
us too much stuff. I set his house on fire.
You can
If
do
I'm
it.
gonna wind up burning down a whole bunch of shit, I don't want to do that.
Potentially.
know
Note that the
that.
buildings look to be made of wood and touching.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
You could just burn the city down though. You know, who cares?
I'm gonna get an arrow knocked in the bow and be ready. I'm gonna knock on the door again. I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna ready the arrow, and as soon as that door opens, I'm just gonna plug him in the face.
You knock and step back, and you've got the arrow drawn, but the door does not open. Like a couple of seconds pass, you still got the arrow drawn. Door is not opening.
Huh.
I should zoom in
Try
here.
the door.
So you walk up and try and push the door open.
Yeah.
Give me a perception roll, sense of touch, please, as you're pushing on that door. Now roll me traps. Oh, on the nose. Oh, you're pushing it open. And you feel some strange resistance, and then you kind of click on, but it's too late. You are allowed to attempt to dodge, though.
How generous.
You were looking right forward, and you kind of just noticed. There is some kind of crossbow trap roped up to the door. Let's see if it even manages to hit you. Oh my god! And it would be location 12 if it did hit, but you can attempt to dodge.
Already done.
Oh, already done. So you drop to the ground.
Yep.
Rightio, we should probably get this up.
Howdy, Z Warrior.
Oh, hello.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry I'm late.
And also with us today is Z Warrior.
Hi.
You haven't missed anything. I'm finishing a small thing.
Making bad mistakes.
You're starting a
decision.
small thing, not finishing it. It ain't finished till the man's dead.
Where is he? Metha. Brawler. Ne'er-do-wells. Cheating Channy.
The real question is, did ne'er-do-well him or the assassin trying to kill him?
I'd put them both in this category, honestly. But yeah, Ronan, you're up again.
All right.
Oh, well, it is your turn. The crossbow went first and can't reload itself. Hold up a sec. As you were there, he's going to attempt to shoot you with his crossbow that's in his hand. As you walk through the door, oh my lord, that's a potential hit. And also, weren't you on the floor 1 second ago?
Oh yeah, I actually totally was. I stand up.
Roidio. Or change posture to crawling /
Kneeling.
kneeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and step there.
In that case, in fact, no, he's gonna step to here and take aim. I think he can just see top of your head. He starts aiming at it. So you back up.
How dark is it?
Quite dark out there, actually, but there's a bit of light pouring out from here.
Oh, then in that case, I'm going to stay hidden in there. I am going to shoot him with an arrow.
50%
Alright.
cover at minute is right half of his body. But you can still target everything, it's just at -2.
Alright. What if I just target the skull? Yeah, I'm gonna
Is that also
gonna
still at the
target skull.
-2? I've forgotten cover rules
I don't
again.
think so. Like, I think,
What are you using exactly?
like, what is exposed exactly?
The left half of his body, slightly more than the left half of his body.
At that point, I would say it's all stuff that's independent on that point.
Yep.
Aiming for the skull, that's half of his skull, so that would still incur a penalty.
Basic 408. If half the location is exposed, extra -2 to hit. If only half is exposed. So it'd be -9 for skull. -2
Okay.
for torso.
I will take a -5 and go for vitals.
Roydio.
Are you gonna draw an arrow? Or re-knock it? Because you kind of jump backwards onto the ground.
I know.
He's got heroic archer. He can do things to get an arrow off in a single turn.
They kind of say that's a downside in some situations.
Uh-huh.
When you're a quick shooter, you leave some people, unattended. But
Spot, you're approaching behind this ginger person. You've got a contract on his head. It is worth 10 grand if you kill him. That's not actually true, but it'd be fun.
it'd be hilarious.
And Spot, you would have actually maybe noticed this person sneaking about. We should rewind about 30 minutes.
Why does Spot get all the weird shit? Like, out of everyone, it's always Spot.
He doesn't sleep and he just roams about at night, it seems. Correct me if I'm wrong, Spot.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, you would have seen that ginger person. That ranger. They call them rangers in Australia, I believe. I've been told that might be a complete lie. They also don't drink Fosters.
Yeah, crap.
Agreed.
Alright, so I am shooting him with the...
Digression. Hurry up and shoot him! This is meant to take less than a second.
Sorry.
Sorry, no, that's me covering my own ass.
So, there's the first roll.
So that's to knock and draw an arrow instantly.
Yes.
As
And
described.
there is the
Ugh.
roll hit.
Well. That include the extra -2.
Yes.
What's 7?
Because I get the accuracy bonus, and I don't suffer distance penalties.
Should have banned heroic archer. Major wound, regardless, he's not actually got DR, so roll damage. Five to the vitals, comes out as 15. Is the knockdown check at -10 for a major wound? Or only -5?
Yes. I think it's -5. It's -10 to the head. Let me double check for you.
He drops to the ground.
So okay. So okay, whenever you suffer a major injury, and whenever you're struck in the head or vitals enough to cause a shock penalty, you must make an immediate HT roll.
-5 for a major wound to the face or vitals.
Yeah.
TY, yeah, he failed it hideously and fell to the floor. He does recover from stun, but then it's your turn again, Ronan.
All right.
Just put this
We'll
turn
come
on.
right up here.
People can actually see it. What?
Ah!
This is amazing. I'm gonna need to recheck the
That
heroic
was
archer, but
torso. I'm sorry.
aye, no, yeah. Is there a penalty for shooting someone lying down? I'm pretty sure there is.
For lying down, it's a -2, I believe.
Okay.
-2 at whatever the darkness is, if that applies, and standard hit location penalties.
So not quite a crit.
Not quite a quit, but a really good whoa. I don't know why I suddenly just did that, but, you know, I slipped my tongue and I just went with it.
He missed the dodge by 1. If he were even conscious, which he's not now. So he's bleeding on the floor there.
Okay. I will close the door and take a look around.
Fair dues. So Spot, would you have followed the ginger person?
Or what have you kept to your own business?
If we see the guy like murdering someone, then maybe.
But you would have to follow him to see that.
Yeah.
Well,
So
then I probably would not follow him.
fair dues. You might see him coming on his way back. We'll find out. But yeah, feel free to look around.
I did.
Oh, so you did.
That's my 2.
Apologies, there really isn't much of value. He's wearing the ring that they said he would be. The crossbow trap is pretty fancy. It's a big, heavy crossbow. And it seems to have been set up so that he can reload it and rearm it as a trap pretty quickly. He also had a smaller crossbow. Not much gold on him. They were a pot of stew cooking on fireplace. He's got a
Okay.
bit
Well,
of food.
I will take anything that is valuable, and some of the food is valuable to me. No, actually, I hunt. I'm good on the food.
Fair dues. So you pretty much rob his crossbows and ring them.
Pretty much. Whatever gold he had on him. And I'll stuff it in a bag. I'm good to my word. I'll take them all the valuables.
Rightio.
Yeah, I'll head back and collect payment.
J-
Oh, I will also collect my arrows.
Are these still cheap ones?
Yeah, I probably just would have used the cheap one.
One of them's alright.
Okay. I will collect the arrowhead off the other one.
Aye. It's deep inside him.
Oh.
Takes a few minutes.
Okay. And then, yeah, I will head back to the bar.
Rightio.
Collect payment.
It's not the bar where he wanted you to meet him, but it were nearby, and you've not got any problem remembering where. He told you it had a black door, I believe.
Okay.
And he told you to ask for
Alright.
Neddy.
I go there.
Was someone about to say something about the Rolling Stones? No? Okay.
Other than they kind of suck.
Agreed. Got a couple of good songs. I much prefer covers of their songs that I've heard. So your bar's down here, and aye. Yeah, you're being stealthy as you leave.
Yes. And that would have been at a -1. So I got it, like, right on.
Yeah, it's a bad roll, but you're pretty lucky tonight. There's hardly anyone about still as you come out, and it doesn't look like anyone investigated the noises of you banging on his door. And shooting arrows at people. So, aye, you arrive at the door. We'll finish this scene off. There's not much left to it, I don't think.
Probably not. Thump, thump, thump.
Door opens. It is Gormand from earlier. He looks a lot like his brother Normand.
Okay.
He's
For
like, oh,
Nettie.
yeah, Neddy's back. And he leads you in. It's a seedy, medieval-style speakeasy kind of location.
Okay.
Neddy is still well-dressed, still a scrubber. He's like, oh, you work quick.
Yep. I'll put the ring on his desk and put the sack of the rest next to it.
Very good.
Probably eating a piece of cheese that I stole from the house.
Uh-huh. Were you seen?
Nah.
Even better. Tell me, are you sticking around?
No. No. Absolutely not.
That's a shame. You're quite talented.
Just needed some quick cash.
Well, look me up whenever you're back. Don't think I caught your name earlier.
I know.
He winks at you, and he's got like all bits of crap in his beard. He's been eating like that fella from Lord of the Rings.
Can you
Okay.
just imagine though, someone kills you in your own home, that walks over and eats your sandwich materials? Like, God damn!
Pretty
How
brutal.
fucking stone cold can you be? Kill a man, eat his food.
He's like, he's watching from the spirit plane, and then a dragon lands and eats his ghost. Well, all right. Well, you know where I am. It'd be a shame to let your talents go to waste. And he slides over a little canvas pouch.
I'll take it without looking and stick it in my pocket.
Oh, thanks for the follow and thanks for the subscription, Nevermore Raven.
Thanks,
Thank
Nevermore
you.
Raven.
Yeah.
Hey,
Greetings,
who's that
Nevermore Raven.
knocking on my chamber door?
'Tis a visitor, dummy thick and nothing more.
It's me, mum.
Moving on.
I sent her
While the
out.
rest of us sleep like babies,
Yeah, the
we have
rest of
a
you-
cold-hearted murderer on the loose.
Do you head back to the inn you've been stopping at? Doman. Not Doman. What am I on about? Ronan.
Ronan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Rodeo.
And then, yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember how much money I promised you.
I also can't.
That's good.
Hold on.
Don't listen back to it. £10 sound about fair?
Yeah.
That's grand, yeah. That sounds very fair. 10 crowns. It's my final offer.
Life is
have
more
any
valuable than
crowns.
his debts. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know about cheating Channy's debts, boy. That crossbow is worth more than 10 crowns as well, I think.
What kind of crossbow is that?
Fancy-ass crossbow.
Motherfucker shot gold, probably.
It comes with a crank, and it's got strength 14. If I'd have hit you with a trap crossbow, you were looking at, like, 1d6 plus 4 impaling. But yeah, the night passes peacefully for the rest of you, and you'd arise at about the dawn times, most likely when the noisy street noises start up. Orn, have you gone back to stay at the palace?
Yeah, I would have. After I decided to just do the normal boat service and not pay double.
Rightio.
So yesterday I did a bunch of stuff while I was running about town.
You did fly past them briefly, I think, in the marketplace, and let them know that you'd be setting off tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we all said.
I do need to roll some merchant checks, though. You never had me roll those.
That's correct. Let's go.
So
Which
do you
ones
want
do
to
we
start
need?
with selling the boat?
Yep, sell the boat.
All right, so I'm selling the not stolen boat. Merchant, where is merchant?
It's stolen. Oh, she's saying.
Robbed from a grave.
Robbed from some dead dude's probably like finna pissed.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah, no, you'd try a couple of
What?
places, but you won't get a good price for that boat.
How much?
How much is it?
Depends on. It's worth 2.5k.
2.5k. Yeah, best offer you're getting is 1.7.
Ugh.
It's all battered
Yeah.
up, look at it. What's this, has it been in a fire?
I will sell it. I don't care. 1.7.
1.7 and I'm cutting my own throat at that price.
All right. So I will take the 1.7. Next is to buy or talk to a crafter or a contractor about a log cabin.
Aye.
Would that be also merchants?
Yeah.
Don't screw me on this one. Oh, good. Better.
That is better.
12 of 16.
Yeah, you can get slightly cheaper than base price from him. He'll knock you 10% off.
10%. All right. So that means I am 3,600 for the cabin.
Orn's building a house.
Then next is the boat ride. Would this be merchant as well? Or this would be fast talk?
Give me a fast talk for this one, please.
It's the same thing, so I guess it really doesn't much matter. We made it by 6.
Oh, yeah, he'll do it dirt cheap, in fact.
How much?
6.
He was 600 as the ride normally.
Yeah, that's like how much he'd have been willing to do it for. Which is pretty cheap. Again, it's mostly because of your nightly duty to go and inform the king of everything.
All right, so 600.
You managed to talk him down to 500.
500, and then a replacement for the ox cart merchant check again.
Yes.
Merchant, and made it by 6 again. They're usually 340.
Just 340 bucks on their own. Not 340k.
Yes, for the ox cart.
It's not a spaceship ox cart.
Just 340.
Yeah, you can get one for 300.
Does someone research the TL level of spaceships for me real quick?
Varies. TL9 plus to... Well, you can have a spaceship at TL7, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
What TL are pyramids, though?
Exactly.
Pyramids 0? Pyramid spaceships 0 plus.
One.
All right. So all in all, that cost me 2,700.
To build a house and book passage with including trading in a stolen boat.
Yep.
Fair use.
What about furnishings?
No furnishings on the boat. The boat's not exactly going to be a super comfy ride.
Well, I was talking about the cabin.
Oh, no,
It's still under contract. That's later.
Gotcha.
not even been built yet.
It's going to take a while to build. And I will, and the servants, because I don't want them being, almost killed by a dragon again. I will inform them the evening of that. Can they stay at the palace until the thing is being built? Since
They were offered lodging in a visiting servant's dorm. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll inform them, and if you want to roleplay that is.
We learned to fight, mistress. So maybe it is late evening now. Maybe you'd run into Doman when he's on his way back from the Black Door. And, aye, in fact, give me, I'll make a secret check and see. Yeah, just barely. You spot the ginger fella, rushing down a street. It looks like he's staying in a completely different inn to everyone else.
I'll just yell at him to meet me at a certain dock in the morning, and then let him go about his business.
I wonder how many people are going to listen to that and go and meet you at a dock tomorrow morning. Not many.
Just specifically at him. I'll actually wave him down if he stops. If not, I'll just be like, meet me at the dock tomorrow.
Oh, hey, the Dothovian.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. You gonna ride that boat all the way down?
No, I sold that boat. We got other passage.
Huh. Well, there's room for my wolves.
Yep. It was part of our deal.
God, this is like two socially awkward people talking. Oh my god.
I'm not socially awkward. I'm just busy.
Well,
This is an
have a
awkward
good
conversation nonetheless.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of like two middle-aged men go like, "Hey Ron, hey Jerry, how you been?"
Mainly,
Yeah.
I'm just busy. I
you
would
know.
usually.
That's good. Catch
Yeah.
you around.
Wife and
And
kids.
then- Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the inn and get my fill of get that deer's worth of ale and food for the evening.
Oh, aye, yeah. Correct. And, that's how the night goes.
But you were gonna have me roleplay with the servants.
Oh, yes, mistress. So, but Master Doman has been teaching us with sword. We can protect you on journey.
It's not as much that. I would much rather have people I can depend on taking care of my new land.
What the fuck are you trusting these guys?
You have lands, and you want us to guard?
Guard and or farm, and because I've had enough time to see that these guys are decent traders, right? Luke?
Decent slaves.
They have purchased supplies for you before. They are well versed in slaving.
To be fair, they were servants when we initially encountered them.
Yeah, like I would much. I want you guys to get, keep an eye on the land. Make when things are when it's finally built, you get a live there in the cabin for free. Do some trade. You're the first people to start a new city.
All four of them have just got like the wobbly anime eyes, and they're like approaching you slowly for a group crush hug. We love you, mistress. You're
Don't worry,
the best.
I will be back, and there will be other staff coming to join you. So you're gonna have new friends too.
They will not love mistress as much as us.
Probably not. And then I give them all. I return the big old hug.
like fucking hive mind as much as us.
And
Yes,
if they do, then they will not awaken.
they will join the unity. Together we will be one to serve mistress.
Assimilate.
Join the Borg.
Their job's not changed much since they've met you. They just swapped master from an evil skeleton to a semi-benevolent crystal.
I'm benevolent.
You definitely have not whipped him once yet, so, you know.
Yet.
I bought them
Keyword
nice.
Yet.
I bought them nice clothing. I paid them. I've freed them. They're in a much better place than they were.
They're welcome to leave if they want.
You got that crystal savior complex going on. Yeah, no, they're into the
you're
idea.
The shiny Dithovian of prophecy.
They want to say bye to everyone, though, obviously.
Oh, of course, they're more than welcome, too.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that was it. So I already deducted the cashy monies from my wallet,
Rad.
and by the way, I'm still holding on to the group fund. I haven't pulled any from it, but I'm holding on to the group fund.
Just so you know, everyone, I've got all your cash.
It's not much. It's only like 900 in copper.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying. But, yeah, I feel like I've neglected Sigmund, his daughter, Doman, and Ulrich. And Spot. But he will 8, so fuck him. You don't get anything, Spot.
Go with Spot first. I'm working on something.
Well, it's the morning. I imagine you've all risen and come down for breakfast. Spot's probably got that disgusting snail breakfast stew.
Oh yeah.
It's not that disgusting, it's just that he eats the shells is disgusting.
I will go. I knew which hotel they were staying at, right?
Yeah.
I will go there.
Leah's wearing a fancy dress.
Oh, very pretty.
She's like, Father bought it for me yesterday. And 7 more.
Very nice.
Yep, they're all amazing. I already know what I'm wearing all week. Is Doman in the breakfast hall with these lot?
He would be at that time then, yeah.
I can't remember what I were about to ask that I wondered if Doman were there. Brain has just completely emptied out my ears. That's weird. Can you live without your brain in your head? This feels weird.
I don't know. Do you want to be a vegetable?
Yeah. Aubergine. That's the eggplant. Why did I wonder if Doman were here? Have people had a major conversation with Orn since she spoke to the Lord?
We talked about it once, but
Very briefly.
it was briefly, and
Yeah.
we were like, cool, we're leaving tomorrow at like near dawn, or like tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Leah is just like, so are we going to the capital or something?
Yeah, I've got us a boat to move us downriver. It can fit everyone, including the horse, if we'd like. But if the horse doesn't want to go, that's fine. They can, go along the road or what have you. I have an official summons with the king to talk about everything that's going
when you
on.
say you,
I mean, I'm here and you're, me, I mean, but you guys are more than welcome to come as long as you play nice with, royalty.
The Secret Service will investigate all of you, I'm sure. It's like, ooh. You're going to meet the king.
I mean, if you want to come too, you're more than welcome.
Father, are these dresses nice enough to see the king in?
Is it?
Probably not, no. Well, people see the king in much worse when they're like, Lord, a ghost dragon ate me sheep.
Right.
and he's
Yeah.
like-
So out of everything, it could be far worse. In which case, he just says it's acceptable. It'd be perfectly fine.
She kind of smiles and looks at a dress like, yeah. I'm wearing royal worthy clothes. Yeah.
We're to. I'm to inform him about what's been going on up here, and then request more troops.
Request a more troops.
I
I know.
request. I had a brain fart there for a second,
I'm
but
just being-
request more troops.
I'm being a dick. It is a good time for a break, I believe. We have been going for an hour. Just while I get
Like 30
my
minutes.
30 minutes. No, I'm reading an
Oh
hour.
yeah, you're right. An hour thereabouts. Sorry, math.
Yeah, God, get your game in the head. And don't choke. But yeah, we'll be right back. We are back. Sorry for that brief break. So it's pretty quiet breakfast going on here. Yeah, as it continues. Leah is just sticking this big fat piece of toast in her mouth with thick spreading of butter on it as she stares at Spot slurping down his soup with that weird spoon with a hole in it.
Verth.
Yeah?
Why have you left your homeland?
Oh, I have this desire to travel and see all the different landscapes. Because, back there is just like underground and caves and rocks. Not that I don't like rocks, I like rocks, but I wanted to see other stuff. I've not seen a desert yet. I'm not sure I'm ready to go, but maybe one day.
Leah's just like, oh. She's like, does anyone want rest of my toast?
Finish your food.
Crunch, swallow, gag. Crunch, swallow, gag.
I'm chewing down on some more of those purple gems.
Rough Coverstone.
No.
Ronan,
Yo.
you down at breakfast in your bar looking like you're about to leave?
Yep, pretty much.
He brings you out a deer leg.
Oh. The whole leg?
Yeah, your change.
Okay. Is it cooked or just a raw leg?
Just a raw leg, but it's been, skinned and salted.
Oh. Yeah, I'll grab. Wrap it in cloth or something. Yep, pretty much head out.
Yeah, I think he'd... No, he probably didn't bring it out wrapped in a cloth. He probably slapped it down on the dirty table. And just like, change.
Yeah. I'll
Um,
wrap it in a tablecloth or something.
this place ain't got tablecloths.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or it has, but they merged with the wood.
Yeah.
Needs scraping off. But will you all be heading to this docks, I'm imagining?
Yes.
Yep.
Aye. Servants are there now. As is the captain of this boat and his bunch of crew members. I should double check the exact occupants of one of these boats. I'm pretty sure it's like weight based more than out, given where it is. Like you'll still want to get off it to sleep.
Like it's basically just a big old barge.
Yeah, it's a canal barge, but without any of the living quarters and just a bunch of logs put in it. And it's had some of the logs taken out so that there's room for people and their stuff. But they cheer as you arrive. They've got the new wagon set up, loaded with a little bit of lumber, ready to set straight off to build you a house.
Yeah, they're just helping. I hired contractors come with that price.
We build your house, mistress. We do good job. Very good job.
Yeah, they have the contractors have a relevant skill of 12.
Oh, they think they good, yeah. Jewel is better carpenter than that, I promise. Look at bird box I made. No hole, so you have bird forever.
Oh, I forgot to mention this to you guys yesterday. Our compatriots won't be joining us. They're going to be working on the new town that I'm founding.
They've all
What?
swarmed around the mushroom man. Obscuro coccineus cornucopioides alganeo viridescens tremolodendro spatistro biolomyces has been swarmed by servants who are hugging him.
Oh, what's going on?
One of them accidentally pinches one of your genitals.
Oh,
He's just like, we will miss you, mushroom master.
I'll miss you too.
We'll see you soon at the house we build for mistress and all friends. And we get to live there forever free of charge. It's
That
great
very
day.
good. Take care.
Yes, mushroom man. And singing bear, we miss you too.
You. Oh. I will miss you too. And he just pets him on the head.
The captain's got a long pipe in his mouth. He's not lit it yet, and he is just chewing on it and giving you all the Popeye look. He looks just confused and slightly disgusted.
Yeah, the town I'm founding for this kingdom. Did I forget to mention that I was knighted yesterday?
What does that have to do with founding a town?
I have, as a knight, I get domain over land in the kingdom.
I'll never get nobility. Alright. Have fun with that.
Goodbye, Sigmund. We hope you find peace.
He just nods. Take care.
That's ominous.
And goodbye, little lady. He's just like, bye. Waving, kind of staying back. You can bathe them servants as much as you like. They never really smell great. But yeah, Ox will lead the ox cart off. And they're walking backwards, waving. Like, goodbye. We see you
Bye.
soon.
Wave at them.
We come back to town to let people know where we build your house, so you find us.
Yep. Thank you.
And then as they get out of earshot, no, thank you for free lumber and contractor blood.
What?
Nothing. So there's a bit of a thing with servants heading away tearfully. I think they'd also say, like, red-haired man, it was nice to know you for one day. Goodbye. And red hair man, I assume your dogs aren't in town right now.
No, I actually figure like they'll just wind up following us down the shoreline.
Most likely. Yeah. But I...
Probably to the absolute terror of these sailors.
Yeah. There's wolves. There's wolves in the woods, I've seen them. Low-tech Companion 3. Transportation. Scrolling.
So is the boat smooth enough that I can complete the work on my Dueling?
What have you got left to do? You'd
The
cast all
setting
the
of
gold,
the
hadn't
stone.
you? Yeah, you can do it. Aye. You'll be at a penalty of about 2 for occasional rocking of the boat. But you can also work on it briefly when the boat stops in the evening.
Yeah, basically I had decided to take time with it because I only needed another day to finish it. So if I span that out over 5 days, my bonus is gonna be way more than the offset of the thing.
Rightio. Sorry, I'm just finding your boat. Yeah, it's 40 yards long. Or is that feet? 40 feet long? Yeah, I think it's 40 feet
Yep.
long. 40 yards would be a pretty big boat.
Yep.
uh, yeah, and it can fit like 9 people. Plus some if they just in cargo kind of space. So there is Dome and a horse, not riding on the boat. And then Sigmund, Leah, red-headed person. Orn doesn't really count, riding on the boat. Spot.
Vomiting mushroom.
Yeah, that's the real question.
The mushroom's gonna have to ride one of the 2 things and be sick the entire time.
Oh, one of them's just a horse, but I think with an extra mushroom on it, Doman's horse ain't going super fast.
Nope.
So you're riding the boat and getting motion sick.
Unless you can keep up with your horse.
How fast are we traveling?
12.
12?
What, move 12?
No,
Yeah.
it's more like move 3 is what the boat's doing.
No, the horse. Yes, how fast is it going?
That'd be faster than the boat. Way faster.
Yeah, but he could keep up. I mean,
You only need to go
Probably.
3 to keep up with a boat. Which most of you could probably manage.
yeah, but this way is a lot more.
Especially, if you put all your gear on the boat as well.
Yeah. I'm riding it.
You ain't got motion sickness. Ulrich?
Could I do something before we leave the what is this? Kingdom? Keep? City?
City?
Town? City. Yeah, before we leave the city.
You had a question for Orn as well about Jakku's sword.
Ulrich, whenever he is about to go and perform, this time he's gonna look for Orn, wave her off, and say, Orn, would you happen to have not eaten Jakku's sword? Please, tell me it's still around.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about it. I probably would have been holding on to it.
Yeah, it's been kept safe amongst your other things.
Yeah.
It just barely fits in that chest of your stuff, I think, because it's a small
Oh, because
sword.
it's -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't eat metal.
Oh, sorry. I'm just not sure how the tourbillons really work. Would you mind if I keep it?
I don't. It's not mine to give away. I was planning to give it back to his lord if I ever go that direction, which I plan to do.
I had the same idea, and I figured if I ever went to perform down there, it would be a good idea to bring it.
If
You
you
would be
perform
murdered.
down there, you'd be murdered.
I am pretty sure I'll be prepared before I'm went down.
I'm gonna hold on to it and bring it back. I have a lot less chance of being murdered because they love my people.
Well, would you at least let me go with you? Would probably survive more if I go together.
Well, I think our plan is to save the world first.
Of course, all in due time. I was also trying to see if I could bring a spark of him back in a song. That was another reason I wanted to keep it around.
He would hate that.
I'm pretty sure. So I'm very well aware the anger would work on the song.
You can write a song about him, but no, that sword is not going
I
anywhere.
want to make a song to anger the spirit of the dead.
As you wish. I'll head out and see what I can get. I'll see you around, Ord. Thank you for listening.
We're going to be on the same boat, silly.
Yeah, and then do you climb on the boat that you're all on?
I did wanted to do this before we went out.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so this was the morning just before the docks, and then you're heading off.
Yeah, he will go back into the docks and go with them as soon as he finishes the perform. You want tenor?
Oh,
As soon as he finishes what?
His performance. Am I cutting up?
There's a bit, but there's... Sorry. There's time to play, like, one song, but the plan was to leave straight away. You could have been playing in the bar this morning, I suppose.
I'll do that then. I wanted to play at least once before we left. Can you hear me okay? Do I need to rejoin?
That's a bit better. Sounds alright.
Okay.
Yeah, expert skill tenor, if you're trying to make some coppers. You could make 6 silver pieces.
You want the song too?
I'm alright, I think, but aye, you do good. Decent. And a few people will chuck you some silvers in as they go past. Singing bears are definitely rare. You gather fair bit of attention everywhere you go.
Okay. I have a song to sing if you allow me.
If you want to have a sing, go ahead. But other players might have a vote as well.
That's up to the. That's why I'm asking if you guys are.
What are you asking?
He's not trying to burn anything. Don't worry. He's just singing.
You're missing my question here. What is he doing?
Mourn?
How?
By song. It seemed. Is this not logical for anyone but me? Sorry.
You were having an out of character conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to hear the song.
There we go. Give us the song.
So, Ulrich will step on the top part of one of those tables and until he is told to get out, and he will say, second. The matron were young, the mountains white, the stains of blood yet plagued my acts. My songs were laid on evil's blood, or stone was turned to look for the gun. We came down from mountain hills. We slay our way out, void-born kin. We stopped and fight against King Mara's will. We slept and saw friends disappear. The sun goes on with silver words. The road our fate still lies ahead. If you want to stop there.
Worth a few silvers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I shall await your arrival at the crossings.
Uh, I think I'll go by foot. I don't want to be puking in the boat. Yeah, if I start falling back, I'll try to catch up.
Yep.
I've been muted for a little while. Not very long.
People not been able to hear you?
People have not been able to hear me. Apologies for that, people at home. It's not happened in a good 2 weeks, maybe 4 sessions. So it were overdue, and I'm sorry. But you've stepped on that boat there. It's not been that long. It's just before I asked if we were all ready. But
Yeah, I
yes,
think we're good to go.
off we go then, pushing off. Try and keep up, Mushroom. And yeah, it's a boat journey.
I make jewelry. That is what I do.
You're at about a -4 for the rocking of the boat.
But a bonus for the taking 5 times as long.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a +2 because 4 times is what you'd round to.
Yeah.
This is just powers of 2.
So
Taking extra time is different to taking less time.
yeah, I know. So it's a +2, so I'm at a -2.
Probably -2 overall. But you'd make the roll at the end of the 5 days of dueling. Did I send you about 50 knobs yet? No. The boat does not stop at noon. The sailors pull out like bits of jerky, other random stuff to eat, just while they're holding onto the poles. They sing some shanties to each other as the boat gets going.
I think for a while, Ronan is just kind of enjoying traveling and not walking.
Yeah, it's not exactly comfortable. You are sitting on a log. This thing is transporting logs right now, plus some stragglers.
Okay, I sprawl out across a log in the sun.
It's nice. Give me a sunbathing check.
Okay,
HT
what
to
do you
see
want?
you burn like shit.
Yeah, I think just HT. On a crit fail, you develop melanoma.
By the way, Luke, you had me roll those dueling rolls already.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
And it was a 6 of 15, my final roll for these last 5 days. So I made it by more than the -2. So I just went back in the logs to check.
Sorry, GM dying of voluntary smoke inhalation. Don't do it, kids.
Yep. So basically, because I thought we were going to be gone, I was going to be more stuff was going to happen while I was gone last week, so we just rolled it beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yep, that was me.
Rightio. The boat does slow down to pass Correa. It'd probably, in fact, just stop at Correa, I'm not sure. No, I reckon they're more in Dobbledon, probably. Dodbledon. Dod... The random name generator didn't do a great job for that one.
Doubledon.
Dodbled... wow. Your mouth make word good.
Many thanks.
I'll buy it at a high price.
This isn't Oblivion,
What?
is it?
I was making RE4 joke. He said like the RE4 merchant.
RE4.
Resident Evil 4.
I only know the. What are you buying, stranger?
That's the same guy.
Your mom's the same guy.
she totally is. Has she
Yeah,
serviced
so
you yet?
Back
By
to early 2000s.
I'm pretty
Gilman will
Go on.
ride at Spot's pace.
Okay, so you've got a travelling companion there, mushroom covered in a tent.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if any of us want to do anything fancy other than traveling. Does anyone want to do anything fancy other than traveling?
I don't think you do.
I mean, we don't exactly have anybody after us right now. So,
You kind of do, but you're beyond where they're willing to jurisdict at the minute.
exactly. Like, there's no reason to really strategize over much right now.
Yeah, I mean,
There's-
right now it's rest and recuperation time.
Pretty much. I guess
Like,
training
for-
is the big thing, but even then we're on a boat, so it's not much.
Is double? Do any of the towns have anything?
Oh, I did bring my flippy floppies.
You're what?
He's on a boat. Yeah,
He's got his flippy
going
floppy.
fast. Yeah.
I'm on a boat, going fast, yo.
God, this
I got my
used to
flippy
really-
floppies. You
Holy-
and Kiko straight flipping copies.
What year is it?
Oh God.
We're suddenly transported
Hey,
back
if you're
to
allowed to
the year
sing,
of
he's allowed to
2002.
sing. I'm on a boat.
That's- You're right.
Does that mean I can sing Tiny Tim?
But are any of the towns anything noteworthy, or are they just towns where you can like get dinner and stuff?
It's the latter. He will offload a few logs in Dodbledon.
Yeah, I think we're just. I think I'm good with fast forwarding of other people that are.
Yeah, I think when camp is getting set, like I'll go hunting and bring fresh meat back to the camp.
Are people setting the camp? There is definitely an inn in
Yeah, I'll stay at inns.
Dodbledon.
It's better than on a boat.
Oh, we're literally just staying at all these places?
Yeah, they're about five. They're about 5 or 50 to 60 kilometer or knobs apart, and that's about what we can do in a day.
The sailors sleep on the boat, but there's not enough room for you guys as to sleep as well.
So how many inns will we have to pay for?
One. How far is it to Clear Rough? They'll probably
5
stop
days
there.
to
as
About
well.
Ashwell.
another one. Equidistant from Roladeld and clear up.
Can I make myself useful and attempt to go get inn
No.
fare?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll stop at Kodnikov,
Clear Rough.
Skipton,
You will be stopping
Clear
in
Rough.
Clear Rough, yeah.
Skipton, Levin,
Levin.
and then Ashwell.
Yeah. So what is that?
It's
1,
5.68 days.
2, 3, 4. 4 inns before you reach Ashwell.
Yes. And an inn is like what, 20 a night or something?
25 if you want a bath too.
Yeah, it's pretty similar everywhere.
Yeah, so that would be
Cheaper
a
in
total of,
cheaper in the smaller towns.
if you guys want to stay at inns, it'll be 80 out of your pockets.
I'm gonna do exactly what I did at that other place. I'm
80
gonna
silver or 80 gold?
go get our.
think
80
it's,
copper.
80
Oh, copper. That's not that much.
Yeah, Ronan's like, we hit land and then Ronan like dips off into the woods for a while and then comes back with a deer and plops them on, like goes around to the back probably of the inn and like, hey, I'm looking to stay at an inn.
Many are.
And willing to trade. Fresh deer.
Sounds good. Give us the deer then.
Yeah, I'll get him the deer.
And there's your rooms. You could definitely
think I
trade a deer for rooms and board and drinks for all of you lot for tonight in Dodbladon.
Oh, for the deer? So
Mhm.
you don't have to pay the 20 copper?
No, you don't have to pay it at this first one.
Oh, okay.
Spot is knackered.
I come across him coming down the road after catching a deer.
There's also someone on a horse there. It's Doman.
Oh.
Thought we already set up for the night, and I'm confused now.
Yeah, we're kind of going forward in time and then rewinding a bit and such.
Yeah,
He just was doing alternate payment.
Mm-hmm. You would have seen him with his deer earlier, and then again later at the inn.
How bad does it rain for those on foot?
It is not bad at all.
Average, light forest, or rolling hills?
Yeah, slightly better than that.
Okay.
Everywhere's built up round here. Like, these roads don't even begin to represent it. This is more just certain major trade routes that exist aside from the rivers.
Mm,
But I should have mentioned this to everyone, really. Brola kind of supplies a lot of wood, timber, lumber, all down the river. There's, like, other canal barges that have overtaken you, gone past you when you stopped here. You went past some that stopped in Carrera.
It was rainy today, by the way.
Oh, drizzling. Not
4
pleasant.
millimeters the whole day.
so
Better
there was
get
no
them coats.
basking in the sun. There was
Basking in the
commiserating.
rain and catching a cold.
Yeah, that were all a
I
dream.
was sitting in a box.
They do have a tarp that they stretch over the top of the barge, but the people manning the poles kind of just stand in the rain there.
But
Is
yeah,
it like
Go on, Ulrich.
is it like one of those very clear water cold rivers?
I'm not sure what this river's like. It's not very clear water at all. It's not very deep at all either. Like, these people have just got poles that they touch the bottom of the river with to push this thing around and keep it in the deepest part.
Ah.
I think by Dobbledon it might be a bit wide.
I mean, I've totally been on these actual kinds of rivers, and what they're probably actually doing is like probing for sandbars and then like pushing off the sandbar and pretty much just like bouncing their way down between in the deep spots.
Oh.
Because I've done
We're
that.
still at the elevation change part, by the way.
Yeah, there would have been rapidsy bits around here for sure, I think.
So today was a cold, shitty, miserable day.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably got out that
It
boat
was
fairly
20.
early.
Low of 15, high of 20. 1,
20 translates to...
70,
Okay.
or 294.
Well, yeah, but 70 is very different when you're wet and on a river that...
Rubber Dinghy Rapids is fun till you can't get off. And when you
But-
sat on, like, a machine designed to give you splinters.
Would
The
I have
tree.
been able to
Sorry, go on. Would you have been able to?
fish while on the boat?
Yeah, but I'm not sure how good a job it'd be. It'd probably be fairly difficult. Is there a
Pretty
modifier
shitty.
from fishing on a moving boat?
But it'd be
I-
way easier because you're out in the part.
But the fish are getting scared off, surely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also rainy. Just give me fishing. Give me fishing.
Just. I mean, if you want to be technical, there's the speed range table.
Speed range table, yeah. Well, you're moving at 3. I think you still made it. You catch at least 1 fish in the day. I'll give them fish a chance. Oh,
Let me push up my glasses here. There's equipment modifiers. Does he have proper equipment?
I'm sure he does.
Let me see your fishing license.
No license required in these parts,
That's
I
a
don't think.
-5 for the cops.
Father, it was not a pleasant day. I got damp. The boat was very rocky.
Mm-hmm. It's simply how rain goes.
You're all sat around the fire. In the Ain.
He shrugs, so it's nothing new.
Eating fresh deer.
Eating fresh deer. Venison, I believe is what you call it.
I'm pretty sure
Mhm.
you were correct.
Some of you are
Delicious.
only eating vegetables because you're nerds.
Who in our party is doing that now?
Spot. He eats
Oh yeah,
bugs,
that's true.
though. So he's not a full nerd. In fact, he's kind of cool for eating bugs.
You see, the thing about them is that they're slimy, but they're also satisfying.
I caught you.
I see it. It's that were the Lion King, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It always made me so hungry, but I don't want to eat bugs. How does it make you so hungry when it's bugs that they're eating? I don't get it. But we digest bugs. Yeah, this this town is tiny, crapola. The inn is a bit busy. Bedraggled-looking people who weren't satisfied at stopping at Brola when they fled Nez, even. Is possible. Plausible. Give me some body languages.
Who? Everyone?
Yeah,
Ooh.
body language or psychology, for sure. I know someone's got it.
What have you?
16. What's my psychology? 15. Body language it is.
Guess we're doing body language.
Spot, this place also has snails, and they are even better than the last place.
Oh, delicious.
Last place were a big inn, just chucking snails in a pot and serving them up. This place has used garlic, butter, and all sorts of stuff. That garlic butter might not agree with you. I don't know how you do with dairy. But, for the people that succeed, there's a ton of super dodgy looking people in this inn. Not dodgy as in ne'er-do-wells. Dodgy as in they look shell-shocked, they look tired. They look like they've not stopped walking in 10 days.
You know what? I'm just gonna go around and talk to people and make them feel better. I'm gonna do some just my evening before bed. I'm gonna pick the worst looking people and do a psychology.
Don't
on them.
worry, all your friends and family are dead.
There's any number of things you could do.
Just instill like a Gen Z sense of depression in these kinds of people. We're like, yeah, their lives are kind of shitty, but nothing matters, and that's awesome.
I made it by 5.
That is pretty good. Give me a will check. Do you want the actual worst done to, or do you want the ones that you just feel most sympathetic towards? Because there's a difference.
I'm gonna do the ones with my body language check. Whoever looks like they need it the most, like
Okay.
people who look like they're on the verge of emotional explosion.
Okay, yeah. There is a family with both a grandmother and a tiny little girl that look pretty sad. But then you also...
You can tell this at a glance.
You can tell that at a glance. But you also spot the person who is clearly in the throes of PTSD. Shell-shocked.
I'll start with PTSD guy, and I'll move on to sad family if I have time.
Fair dues. Yeah.
That's how I spend my evening.
Okay.
Guy with PTSD of fat doink. Clinically good.
I'll send me mum round to his after she's done at James's. She earning the money, James?
No.
Bitch. Sorry. I'll sort it out. I don't think I ever moved these to the actual map player. You definitely saw them when you were in Brawler. The cathedral and the keep. That was my bad.
Yeah.
And all yous, what you doing up there? Oh my god. I done brought the castle and the cathedral with me.
That was a crowded barge.
Mm-hmm. There's like...
Talking about ignoring cargo load.
What are you on about? This is a realistic campaign. Mushroom Man with the many genitals looks across at the bear and the flying crystal and says this is a realistic campaign.
This is a realistic campaign as somebody has heroic archer.
Yeah, the heroic archer like fast draws and fires 3 shots in a single round. And Legolas is just like so old, but it's a prequel.
It's a prequel, goddamn.
Well, yeah, but I'd be at a -9 if I did that.
Right.
Right.
Like, so far I'm at a -3, but since I get the accuracy bonus of the weapon from heroic archer, it's just kind of a wash.
Yep. But it's, I'm not complaining. Fancy. Shoot things. You definitely shot
Fantasy. I feel like the term for this game is fantasy in quotations, realistic in quotation. We don't know which is which, but we're kind of flip-flopping between the two.
Yeah, there is no realism.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, we've done fuck the realism. We tried to keep it, but that got all fucked.
Uh-huh. But it seems like you're spending... Go on, anyone else? Ronan, you watch the crystal float off and start chatting to townsfolk. Oh, did I make them public?
Sure.
I mean,
I don't know what the fuck that was for, but
did
yeah.
you just see a 9, a 9, and a 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I may as well carry on.
See here, we got a 12, we got an 8. Now, what could this be for?
One more.
Ooh, that's a 10 right there. What is that 10 for?
For your doom!
I'll say, let me just mark that down on the books right here.
Make sure you put Doom in capital letters.
Let me just screenshot this to make sure that I have the dirt on loop. That way, if a moderator talks to me, I can confirm that was him who rolled it.
I just GM whispered something to myself slash the viewers. So, and do you walk about this little village much?
I figure I'm pretty busy, but I don't know about the rest of the guys.
Yeah, there's not much to see.
No. Why would he care?
Yeah, I think Ronan finally just like goes to bed.
The sailors
It's a
want to
cold,
set
wet,
off early,
shitty day.
but they'll wake you up.
Okay, yeah. Set all my rags out to dry.
Aye. Whoops. And then the next day will pass. I'm sorry, I've not got any owl bears to attack you or anything.
It's fine. After the couple weeks we've had, a cool down might be in order. I just...
Owl bears? I thought this was realistic.
Owl bears is realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ever gone to the fucking woods to see an owl bear?
Flesh-eating primates.
Why the accent?
Because Southern is
You know,
realistic.
snatch up a coyote and eat it with its fucking beak,
This is real talk,
bones and
son.
all.
Oh, something's happening.
They taste like chicken.
Oh, there's 2 Skiptons.
It's a
Yep.
bit rainier and a tiny bit warmer today.
Ew. I hate it when it's muggy.
Sounds like Florida.
Not that warm, I don't think.
23.
Not that dangerous.
Flow rider. Not that dangerous. Can't get guns in vending machines.
There's no clause in the fucking legal literature that basically says you're allowed to publish any crime to the news. Because that's how 90% of the Florida man crimes are published, is because there's one clause that lets reporters do that.
I love Florida
No
man.
questions asked.
True hero.
Florida man caught eating wife with taxidermized badger.
Day 2 of working on the jewelry.
I rescind my previous statements about a true hero.
Florida.
Yeah, so
Go ahead.
I think I'm actually gonna walk with Spot
And Doman.
Murder him.
and Doman.
And murder him.
Would at least get a fight.
And
And the wolves.
And murder them.
The wolves make an appearance.
Oh.
Do they?
Yeah. They've been keeping up. One of them has.
Actually, one of them has.
Other one's
There's only one.
probably off hunting. Got important wolf business, you know.
Other
how
one
it
said,
is.
fuck you, you're not worth my time today.
Yeah, like, nah, pal. Not today.
Nah, mate. That ain't my deal, mate.
I
Keep
mean,
moving on.
that's I actually built them just because of that.
No, I like it.
Like-
And
They're wolves. I had the points. I was gonna do like always there, but like, nah, but they're wolves. Like
you
give them
can't
that
technically
wild animal feel. Like sometimes they just go fuck off.
can't technically do that unless it's implanted in you as well. You would have to have a wolf chimera effect going on to have
Yeah,
the
that's a
always
good point.
around. There's always
Yeah.
got to be a chance. That's a lovely
yeah.
font. That is. Oh, there it goes. Oh, I just saw what were behind it. Wes Skipton, isn't he that director?
inspired by
Wes Anderson.
Wessex and Essex.
Oh,
West Sex and East Sex,
yep.
as well as South Sex.
Mm-hmm.
I like North Sex.
There is no North Sex. It's
Wow, we are way off track.
if people
Yep.
enjoy listening
There is
to us
middle
talk
sex,
bullshit. There is middle sex. There is middle sex. Visit England for the sex. As
That's completely ironic.
yeah, given
But
that
yes,
given that none of us are even slightly fuckable.
Yeah, it's the teeth.
Yeah.
I'm a
Mate.
goddamn hot piece of ass.
Oh, I know it. My mum's on her way round to collect.
Moving on.
Clear rough, if you're just having a trudgy day. Come on, give us some RP. We've got a Doman, a Spot, and a Ronan walk along the roadside with a wolf.
So, how'd you guys meet?
They just stare at him.
I encountered them after a deal with demons.
Yeah, he just sort of appeared.
We had common goals.
I
Okay.
think so.
What are those? You just going south to tell the king about the demons?
There was one here whose mission led him to a particular mountain.
Oh, is that the guy with the funeral?
Yes,
Yeah.
You mean that fucking dead guy?
Yeah. That guy. Okay.
in his absence, I assume his mission still holds value for the others.
Cool. I mean,
Uh,
you guys seem to have the go talk to the king thing handled.
a farmer with a herd of goats passes the wolf with a very wide berth. I need to look at the wolf's sheet quickly. It might just eat a bunch of goats.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a possible thing that could happen.
So I just rolled a 14.
I don't exactly have.
Give me animal handling, please, Wolf, if you've got it. I hope you've got it. You've got speaks with animals, wolves. So that's about as good, I think, really, isn't it?
Do I get a bonus for that?
You probably do, if you can talk to the animal.
Like, no, Wolf, we'll go hunt later.
Yeah, you got a total gonna eat that goat vibe.
Gonna eat that goat. That goat's mine.
And then, like,
No.
Hackles went up and he's like, look at that goat, though. Oh, look at the teats on that goat. I'm gonna chew that goat.
I will hold up the deer leg and cut a slice off of it for him.
That'll get it done. Yeah. Wolf satiated. For now. But that farmer was sweating nervously, and the goats even more so. They were all like, as you went past.
Have you bound the creature to yourself magically?
What? No, oh, we're friends.
Chewing on venison. Licking its teeth. Big teeth.
Like, I just have this habit of making friends with wolves as I go places.
Interesting. What about you, Domo? Have you bound your horse to you magically?
No. This was my steed as I was stationed, and it has made this journey with me.
Mm.
Froust.
Well, that's cool. Loyalty to a horse. As a person kind of in tune with nature, I really appreciate that. Seems like a happy horse.
I tried to get sort of an animal companion like you guys, but it was dead and the spell didn't work.
It was a dragon.
Well, it could be my animal companion.
What?
Do you have anything against dragons?
Wait, did you guys back up? What?
People
Yeah,
on
it's
the
a long
boat,
story.
give me hearing checks. Sorry. The river's actually super close to the road right now. Sigmund, you can hear this conversation.
Minuses for the rain, though.
I'm going to say just a -1, maybe. It's probably a bit more technically, but Sigmund, you get a slight bonus.
7.
Yeah, you hear every word on Obv. With your smart ears, although you do punctuate it with a ting, ting occasionally. In fact,
Good
at
to
minute, you're probably mostly polishing them gemstones. Adding a couple of facets, maybe.
How long has it been, by the way, since the dragon thing?
Calendar man, weatherman. Every job man.
That was 6 days ago.
Oh. Okay.
It's not even been a week.
No. Just every week I gotta cough up my soil ball.
It's
That was
soil.
the last time I did it. Was
Soil.
the night. Wait, it was the night before. Oh crap! I have to cough up my soil ball tonight.
Soil ball tonight. Soil ball coming.
It's like a cat coughing up a hairball.
The night that you ran to that you slept in the mud?
Yeah, I coughed up then.
No, that's an 8-day week.
Uh-huh.
Wait, how? So is it tomorrow or today?
If you're going off 7 days, then it's
Roll me a HT check,
then
please.
the last time then you're 1 day late on it.
What? Oh, what's our week?
8 days.
8 days. Okay, so it's every 8 days. I did it off of calendar date.
Okay. You have only been eating gemstones. That's not a very balanced diet.
That's all I only ate.
You might be a bit constipated.
That's not how it works. But yeah.
It is in this world. It's fantasy now.
Can you please email me
Sidetrack.
the Dithovian genetics and biology and whatever you PDF?
Oh, you want me to do that? I will do that. You know
Yes,
me.
can you please just give the straight up DNA, not like any of that metadata or anything, just the straight up
Sort me out with that sequence.
I can get this.
ACHGs. Give me them ACHGs.
But yes, it will be sometime like today then.
Raw DNA looks gross. It looks like jizz. Spoiler alert.
You're right.
Conversation may continue. I apologize. The horse
Yeah, that
is
was
not
my fault.
magically bound.
Oh yeah.
We encountered a dragon and slew it.
That's awesome. You guys must be kind of badass.
We are quite powerful.
I like this archer. He's got a good accent. He's like Robin Hood.
Like Robin Hood?
Yeah, in Prince of Thieves.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Costner.
I love Kevin Costner. You ever seen The Postman?
Oh, hell yeah.
What a
The
movie.
book was way better.
This book.
Yeah, it was based on
There's books. Why did no one tell me about books? It's a rainy journey. People should actually roll me HT, please.
Okay. I'm wearing my sweater.
It's warm enough
It's a
that
quiet
you
day,
don't
no
mind.
one's talking. Derails the conversation when people start talking.
Sorry.
Nope.
Go back to it. Go back to your talking. I'll be quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, you guys should be kind of badass.
We are quite powerful.
Huh.
Deja vu.
Not as easily deceived as guards at a camp.
What are you talking about?
It does not matter. No, it matters not.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And people on the boat who were there briefly for this conversation, but it feels like we should just skip on a bit more. It's actually a good time for another break. We've been going an hour, and then I think we'll come back for one more segment. Get to Ashwell for end of today, providing nothing goes extremely bad in one of the sex towns. But yes, we'll be right back in 5 minutes. we're back. After another day of travel, the group arrives in Clearruff. It has been another rainy day. Rainier than yesterday, but a bit warmer. And this town is verging on a city. It's not actually as big as Brola. It's not got a wall all around it, and there is no keep here. But there are a couple of big churches. Lots of inns to choose from. People on the boat, as you're coming into town, you are told to lower your heads. And they like drop the tarp down a bit as well. As it
Are they hiding us?
No, you're passing under a low bridge.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, pretty much the pole people lay down on the sides of the boat as it goes underneath it, while the rest of you duck under the tarp that's been lowered down. And they will dock up and get stuff sorted. There's a few inns to choose from. 2 on the dock side. Got silly names like the Flapping Trout and Dirty Sailor Spot.
Dirty Sailor Spot.
Yeah.
So
I'll stay at the
at
nice.
some of these towns, I do want to do some shopping, but I don't really feel the need to roleplay it super hard.
That's fine. You would be arriving at night in like all these places.
Okay, like in the morning then.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe figure out where I'm going at night, and then in the morning just go there real quick.
Yeah, that'd be passable. You could get away with that. Feel free to let me know outside a session what you want to buy and where from, and I'll.
Oh, this is actually so I can do this before we get to Ashwell.
Oh, okay.
Mostly, I just want to buy clothes.
Some clothes. Roydio.
So, before dinner, I have a feeling Orin's gonna be talking to like the group, and all of a sudden just stop and just go, oh, and like almost dash outside
To poop.
to cough up.
Someone give me body language.
Do I have to?
You don't have to at all. You could choose to fail that one. Doman, that rock's being weird. It looks ill.
Someone might ask later then.
Fair dues. If it turns up. If it weren't a heart attack. It is actually... There's still some daylight when you arrive in this town. I was mistaken. Because she set off
okay.
super early from Dodbloodon. And it were only 50 knobs into town. Does anyone want to have a look at anything around town, or do you head straight into the inn? Other than obviously James, who is going off to buy some clothes.
Yeah.
Straight into the inn works for me.
Yeah, that'd be the best place to perform, right?
Yeah, or just on the docks. There's a little, there's a fairly big square in this town. It's a trading hub for sure. What with the supply from up Wendon Doak way down that
Is
river.
there like a stage where they sometimes just stay up and sell fish or put some bindings that is empty at the moment?
Yeah, there's auction stand that is empty in the evening, only busy in the morning.
I'll take the stage almost as if it was built for him. Yep. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh, yeah.
For all terms of purposes, it would be the same performance that he did last time. If you want me to sing, I have the other half of the song.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Figure to speed roll this town. Or speed run.
People want to get to
Leave
the
it for
capital.
when it's important.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Yeah, you get quite the crowd going there. You would also notice two of your own kind.
This far south? What the fuck?
Yep, they are dressed in city guard outfit. They've got like huge breastplates on.
Like huge bazookas.
Huge bazookas.
Like major large badoink-a-doinks.
Jubblies. Big jubblies.
Face palm.
I will.
Sorry, Tara. I apologize. I apologize for my everything. But they're stamping the feet in time with the singing and the stamping of the axe, which is called bass, which play like a bass.
I'll invite them over and have a drink with them after. Well, if we stay in this town for tonight, or are we moving up?
We're staying in this town.
Yeah,
Then,
overnight.
yeah, after the performance is done, and how much silver I make out of that.
That was a really good roll. You succeeded by 6? 8. Mathematics is hard for me. You make like 100 GURPS books.
Nice.
People are
Is
just...
that like
It's mostly in copper, but there are 10 silver pieces in there, so it is half copper.
okay? So
10
for
silver,
50 copper.
10 silver, 50 copper.
Awesome. He'll pick everything up, give thanks to everybody, and then go drink with the rest of his team and just say, "Hey, I made friends," and invite them a drink and ask them if they have anything fun to talk about. Maybe a fun story to entertain our group. Some rumor, anything that they might know.
Orin comes. Oh, you're asking them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mostly
but I
because they seem
imagine-
like
Were everyone else going into the inn while Ulrich was singing?
Yeah.
Radio, so yeah, he'd probably walk back in as you sat down to eat something.
Well, how long did he play for?
It'd be at least an hour, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the rest of us have an hour. So I think James was going shopping, getting clothes.
Yeah, getting some clothes.
Orin comes back with a covered bucket and taps Spot.
Yes.
We've-
What do you use for your alchemy?
Well, whatever's available.
We've got some aliens.
Sorry. Word. Are they dead?
The aliens
They're
are dead.
Well, she'll look a little. Actually, unless you can read body language, she just says, "Don't open this in here, but you can use this," and hands him a bucket.
No. I'm looking at the bucket.
Don't open it.
He opened the bucket.
He opened the bucket, yeah.
What a madman.
Roll me HT, please. Everyone around the bucket.
Am I around the bucket?
You're around the bucket. Leah, like, pulls a face and covers her nose immediately. Doman, the bucket smells bad, whatever's in there. Oh god, Sigmund. That's a failure by 6. I think you start retching immediately.
Yeah, he just kind of like covers his nose, like, what in the absolute hells is that?
Spot, you're good, it smells fine. It's some kind of poop, but it is not the poop of a normal person. It's not the poop of a normal Dithovian.
Yeah, we poop soil.
But this is more like if you fed a bunch of pigeons only peanut butter for a month, and then they all crapped in a bucket.
So if the Philippines poop soil, does that mean that Orin soiled herself?
Hey-oh.
Wah wah.
I mean, technically.
It kind of smells like a mix between eggs and charcoal.
That's disgusting.
Ugh.
Spot sticks his hand in the thing. And,
Don't! Oh, I'm gonna push him out of the damn inn.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people have turned their heads and are looking. That someone else is like gipping violently.
He is getting pushed.
Oh, this looks good.
Roll me naturalist, please, Spot.
Naturalist. Go.
Success by 10. Yeah, that's some good duty.
Yeah.
Powerful. Lots of stuff in it.
Spirits would pay good money for this.
I've tried, they don't like it.
Really? Why not?
Oh.
Why not, he says, as he's quickly ushered out of the inn of everybody gagging.
Yeah, Ronan, you might be walking back to town with your new clothes at this moment.
Oh yay.
Luke, I just reminded you.
You just reminded me. Yeah, oh no, I remember.
Okay.
You've spent some time in foreign lands, haven't you, Ronan?
Yeah. How do you think I got my cool bow?
Yeah, cool foreign bow.
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy some materials to like work on my bow and upgrade it for cheap. Well, basically, like going and buying like horn and.
You could probably find that stuff. Give me a quick armory check for the relevant thing you're looking to improve or work on. On the nose, yeah, you can find stuff that'd be useful. You managed to snap it up quick.
That'd just be the cost difference, would you say, from going?
Plus work. We'll look into it.
Okay.
But give me an IQ roll, please.
Who?
You.
Me. Success by 4.
Oh yeah, you've smelt this before. In Arania, that's where you were living, was it not? Or was it Wargamia? I think it was Wargamia, actually.
Yeah, I need to see the full map.
Very
again.
far to the east, were it? But not quite Bunnyland? Or was it the other way?
I thought it was, like, to the desert area. Yeah, so I guess it would have been...
Desert area?
There are deserty areas. Southern Padstead is kind of like parts of Spain.
Spain. Because I think... Yeah. I don't know. I don't actually remember what the cultures were like on either side.
I think Padstead's where you want, like, the very southern areas of Padstead.
Okay.
But yeah, they collect this stuff and use it in their weird magic that they do down there. It's guano. It's from bats. Normally. It's like super potent and strong though, but you remember them spending lots of money for a bit of that stuff.
Bad shit. I hear you make good magic stuff out of that.
You can turn it into crystals that help you live forever.
I heard tale of people who made crystals that granted near immortality.
I mean, it does look crystally. Like, it looks like a bunch of ground up quartz or
It's,
something.
it's literally a crystalline pile of shit.
Mm. Really?
Good
Well.
stuff.
I guess that's why the tokens live forever.
Must be.
Yeah,
It's just
I
got a
guess.
lot weirder to me.
Just
You've
don't
granted us.
open that inside the hotel again.
We've granted ourselves immortality by shitting ourselves.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can make something.
Sun's like just going down as well.
Horn will like give him a little bit of an embarrassed look and then head back in.
And aye. So you spend a little while looking at a bucket of shit outside before Spot runs off to start playing with that said bucket of shit.
Yeah.
Orn and Ronan head into the inn.
Yeah.
Sigmund, you're all already in there with Leah, getting you sent some supper.
After they are done retching.
Yeah, after Sigmund finishes throwing up. You might not be able to eat anything tonight, Sigmund.
Well,
Sorry.
No, you're not. Don't lie.
Just don't throw up on my dress, Father.
we'll
And
try.
now I have clothes that don't look like they've spent a decade outside. And a bundle of stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do tonight.
Well, a bear's walked in with two other bears who were dressed in armour of the City Watch.
Oh no, he's found more.
He waves and says, I found friends.
Oh, good!
Your companion is an excellent singer. And he wields a large axe. We enjoyed his
I'm
performance outside. Sorry, go on.
No, he was just gonna say. Also a lumberjack, so I'm okay with that.
Orn will give a happy eye shape at them.
You said something about a drink? The other one says,
Hi. Yeah, I'll buy them a drink and ask them if they have any fun stories about guarding this place. To tell us and regale us with them.
We both travelled here as cubs. Very young we were. Our mother and father are mercenaries for a travelling band. We tuck up here, and they joined the City Watch, and we trained and joined it too. They are dead now, for many years. This is not an interesting story, though. His brother, just elbows him and goes, "Oh, we once, prevent assassination attempts on Baron."
You did? How? I asked them as I ordered the drinks. How much is it gonna cost me? For
You can get a drink for each of you for 1 silver.
I'll buy them and all of us a drink.
Like a big flagon to share. A pitcher.
Yeah, for also for Sigmund, Orn, Ronan, and
Oh no, wait, we
Spider.
your size modifier actually give me 4 silvers, and also for everyone else. Spot's not
Got
there,
it.
he's drinking shit in a cupboard somewhere.
Okay, so everyone would Spot because he's busy. And there you go. Everyone gets a drink.
Thanks.
I'll cheer and encourage them to
But,
see what they have to say.
we stop assassination by ripping man in half. I take bottom, brother take top, and we pull, and he come apart easy. And Baron was saved. It's probably best story.
How do you know he was assassinating the Lord? To save him, of course.
Well, he had attempted, but he failed.
The knife was evident.
Yeah. Caught red-handed, how you say. Knife in hand. Poking Lord. Lord did get stabbed, but he recovered. Was bad stab.
All foreign is Russian.
All foreign is Russian. I'll do. He's only one. It's the only voice. But yeah.
Sounds like a very dumb assassin to take down a Baron. I wonder if they even tried.
Are you doubting the skill of our man-splitting?
No, that sounds very proficient, my friends. I am doubting the skill of the assassin. It sounds reckless.
I assure you he was a skilled warrior.
How much of a fight did he put?
Not much, admittedly.
Doesn't seem good enough for a song. I'll have to keep on looking.
Ronan, you're sat at this table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of them's eyeing you for a while, as the other one talks to Ulrich. And then you look familiar. Kissed by the flame.
I guess I got one of those faces. Ah.
Good acting,
Please tell me
Ronan.
that was in character, because that was the most bar none fucking awkward thing I've heard.
Ever, yeah. It's just,
Sorry, what?
no, you. I was just saying, yes, that agreed. That was the most awkward thing I've ever heard.
I'm
At
sorry.
least in the image of in character.
What's the default for acting again? Does anybody know off their head?
-5?
Acting is minus. I'm right there. Hold on. Acting is -5. Yeah.
Wow. Success by 2, intelligence 14.
My God. Oh. Okay, I suppose. But you do look interesting none the least. Well, we should be guarding town, not drinking ale.
Well, thank you for your hard work then, and thank you for listening to my song. Have a good shift.
Thank you for your song, brother.
It was a pleasure. And we'll wave the good.
Radio. Yeah, they head off. People at the table with detect lies can get it to me if they've got it.
I'm not there.
You're there, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, you went off to throw up, didn't you?
What about body language?
I think body language like -6 possibly.
Oh no, that they look swell.
It's only body language -4. Still a critical fail though there, Ulrich.
Yeah, they look like swell buddies.
So yeah,
7 on an 8.
yeah, he was being dodgy when he said he must have just have one of them faces. There was something in his tone. He answered too quickly. A little too quickly.
Doman stores that away in his head.
Pops that one in the spank bank.
Yes, exactly that.
Exactly that.
Oh God, somebody lying.
So
And
tantalizing.
really badly.
Lying, 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 lying.
Too realistic. Sorry.
And from earlier, yes, Sigmund, that was totally in character, because
God, I love it.
There's this tree just in the middle of a river here.
you're a tree in the middle of a river
How does that work?
with tangerine somethings.
I don't think that's how it
Are you
goes.
trying to go off Strawberry Fields?
I was trying to, like, spin it, but it didn't work.
So Orin's gonna do a big animated yawn to like make it so she can excuse herself and head off into bed.
Radio. You're, by your calculations, your servants ought to have reached the about region where you want them to build a house with the contractor.
Yeah, and again, the contractor was asked to try to find a spot with like a well or something, but if they couldn't, that was,
Mm-hmm. You paid.
Acceptable in a blood exchange. The
You
blood
paid-
for the sake of the failure.
You paid for good work, so hopefully that's what you'll get.
Yeah.
And aye. Morning will come around unless anyone goes off to get a job to murder someone in the evening or dies from playing with someone's poo.
Who would do that?
Any one of you, I think, could just at any minute start playing with poo.
Ew.
You say ew. That's not going to stop anybody.
Yeah, he just whispered to
Yeah.
me that he's playing with poo right now.
You know, what do I figure is the poo good for?
Uh,
Exactly.
Mortality.
Not immortality. Probably.
Oh, damn it.
Or give me. Have you got biology for any kind of race?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, probably not immortality. But it does seem to be something. It's useful for things. Clickety clackety.
Your mom's on Smackety.
But better what I was gonna say, so go for it.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a new winner.
That was perfect.
Okay. So it'd make a great fertilizer, like amazing. Like you figure that it is the thing that's in normal poo that makes, for fertilizer, manure.
Mm,
But you reckon you could get enough with just a tiny amount of this to cover a full field, where normally you'd need a full field's worth of poop.
interesting. Very
Uh,
good.
Success by 7 on the alchemy roll. It might call for more. It definitely calls for more experimentation for sure as well. It's kind of pure. Whatever it is, it's of a high purity, and it could be useful in numerous applications. You reckon?
Mm. Gotta keep it coming.
I think you've got a full pound of shit there.
Once every 8 days, man. Once every 8 days.
Okay. Let's keep it in the bucket.
I might need you to, like, take a few silvers off for an airtight container of sorts, or something with a big cork.
I just basically put down a plate on a bucket and handed it to him.
Use a barrel? Maybe? You
Anything.
could put a cork on top?
Someone's gonna walk past Spot in the middle of the night, funneling sloppy shit into a mead barrel.
Well, it's more like powdered quartz crystal.
There's a stickiness to it. Has anyone ever had really cold amphetamine? When it's
Enough about.
when
Sorry.
it's fresh, it's a bit sloppy. I imagine just that exactly. So yeah, there you go. But it will not have the same effects. So I think it's time for us to fast forward, unless anyone has any complaints.
Nah, I just finish up my jewelry.
What's the weather going to be like over the next 3 days?
Today it was just warm and rainy in Brola and tomorrow it's rainy in Cover, Brola, tiny bit in Ashwell as well.
Okay.
18 in Ashwell and 24 in.
Okay. And there's not much to see along these roads. Skipton is bigger than Clearuff. It's not got walls, but there is a keep and a big cathedral. The river starts getting quite wide here. You come across slightly larger boats, people rowing boats and what have you.
We can't see the ocean from here, right?
Don't think so.
Okay, good. Okay.
You wouldn't have enough elevation to
No.
be able to.
No,
I'm just making sure.
you'd need to get pretty close to be able to see the ocean.
Yeah, this is like way farther than you and I live from the ocean.
Okay, just checking. The ocean's scary.
Alright, Finn. Sure. You stopped at Leven. So when you come in on Ashwell, it will be late night once again.
Okay, we're skipping another day.
Oh, aye. I figured look ahead to Ashwell. Unless people
Yeah,
are
I don't think.
legit doing out in particular on the way down.
12 millimeters in Ashwell on the day where we arrive in Leven.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly done by the time we've arrived in Ashwell.
Okay.
Could we start at the
Go on.
morning we leave for Ashwell then?
Yeah, for sure.
Savoir faire, to know if I can get a room and get everyone else a room in the palace. Is that okay if I roll that?
Yeah.
It's -5, right?
Yeah. Wait. It might.
Well, I make it unless unless it's a -6.
Let me check.
So, part of the new clothing was actually like a face mask, like something over my face, and the clothing kind of looks like it's kind of darker and meant to kind of blend, but also if you could like just tell people I'm your guard or something.
That's what I was gonna do.
Okay. Sorry, you may be gonna impersonate someone, Ronan. Or at least...
Not even
No, he's just-
impersonating. I'm just like covering my face and having an excuse for it.
Okay.
Like, you could just say I'm like your guard, and I don't have a tongue, so I can't talk, or something.
I'm just gonna. I don't think they're gonna even ask about it. You have your face covered.
Yes, they should put you up.
All right. And everyone else here too, since they're my entourage,
Yeah.
as far as the cart's considered.
Uh-huh. You could, like, try and fast talk them or persuade them or something that they all are more important than they actually are. And they
For now, at the very least, they'll be able to get. At the very least, people will be able to get servants' quarters if I foul that up. Right?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, yeah. They'll at least get plain rooms. And meager food. But Yosh, it's the morning as you leave in Leven. Leven's a smaller settlement than Skipton, but pretty much everywhere from here on is built up. You won't pass far without going past...
A house or something.
Yeah.
I will meet you in Ashwell. I shall speed up and arrive there beforehand.
We're gonna be going to the palace right away, so.
And I shall be waiting to meet you there.
Paved roads all around this place as well, I should point out.
He's been going at 3 rather than 12.
Should have just set off at 4 times the speed you had been going.
Yeah.
Fair dues.
I mean, technically, most of us could get there faster. I move at 10.
You also fucking speed demons.
10. Still.
Yeah. I was moving at 12.
Was
Or
it-
I was moving at 13 with that potion.
Oh, that's at full speed, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't keep that up for a day.
No, but I'm just
Unless
saying.
you want to go the Sigmund route and maybe float down a river a week later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I could at the very least go 5, no problem.
Yeah, that much is true. It's not 12 though, is it? So, what time would you arrive in the capital there, do you reckon, Doman?
Well, would the potion still be in effect or no?
A potion that you
Saddle
gave
one?
your
No.
pony. How long does that last? And when was it given?
I was not told how long it lasted.
Spot, do you recall the potion you gave the pony?
Was it a speed potion?
Yeah.
Probably the same one you gave Orn.
+2 to move.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So 7 days from when administered, is it?
Yeah, 1 week.
I'd feel nice
Okay,
and
yeah,
say
it just expired like today or something.
Okay.
Or a day ago, but didn't matter because he was going slower anyways. Now I'm just going 9 then.
Boo. Still pretty quick. Oh, quick mathematics. Aye.
Couple hours tops.
Yeah, that sounds right. Spot, do you speed up as well? You wouldn't be able to keep up with him, I don't think. Unless Spot's just chugged a bunch of potions.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to do that.
Actually, you know what? First kind of have a bad rep, right?
Not so much. It's the Hive Earth that have a bad rep.
Okay, so if he walked alone to the capital, he wouldn't be, like, mugged or anything?
No, there's even a Earth district in the capital.
Okay, because I was about to say, if that was the case, I'll go with him. But if that's not the case, I won't.
In fact, that's probably where he's most likely to be mugged.
Cool.
Okay then. So the boat will take all day to reach there for people travelling in that. And it's a busy river. Constantly passing boats being towed upstream or rowed upstream. Once you cross this river, Doman, it is just all city.
Okay.
The college is actually in Morale, while the palace is in Ashwell.
Doman's gonna head over to Morale then.
You headed straight for the college.
For the general area.
Okay. Yeah, it's nice. There's a few other people on horses. No one armored quite as you are. If you're wearing your armor and you've not got it stowed.
Yep, he's been wearing it the whole time. That's part of why the horse can only go 9 right now.
Rightio then, yeah. No one else armored like you are. You probably get a few looks. A couple of glances. And as you get close to the college, you see more and more scholarly, wealthy looking types.
Any magic shops?
Yeah, there's a fair bit of magic going on. You even see a shop that's windows are kind of glowing faintly, as in the panes of glass themselves seem to be enchanted.
Doman will tie off his horse next to one and walk in.
Roidio. There are a few people in there. A group of young men sat around a table. There's no women in here. It's all men. Just make a couple of checks. It's fairly common knowledge. You definitely know that the college actually only accepts men because they are hugely sexist.
Alright. When was the college formed?
Round about 2,000 years ago, I think it were. Maybe 1,500 to... Oh, it could... There's been a college here for a long time. So yeah, it's probably not common knowledge. But they have a tower that's visible from like 20 knobs away. It's so tall. Pokes hundreds of meters into the sky. Harry looked at it and thought it looked like it was held up by magic, and then realized it probably was. In the magic shop.
Things labeled or no?
Sorry, I completely blanked on you having walked in a magic shop. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff labelled. Glass cabinets of things. Someone behind a desk would watch you walk in your armour and start a little bit, actually, probably. So, good evening, sir. Or no, good afternoon, I suppose. Morning. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Have you any artifacts that can aid a person in mastering magic?
Perhaps. Are you a talented individual? Were you born under an eclipse? Or...
One moment. Oh, that'd be too hard to calculate. 1 moment.
Uh,
Wait,
I
I can calculate that.
I actually need a very quick break. If everyone's good with that, Uzia, we'll be right back in about 2 minutes at most.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. So, Doan's in a magic shop. He rowed ahead of the boat, which at the minute is probably only actually about here, yeah. And you're currently in a magic shop that had enchanted windows glowing through the RGBs, drawing you in. It's quite near to the university campus, where you can see the huge spindly tower, and you've just asked if they got anything to enhance your magic. They asked if you were born under an eclipse.
I tried to do the math, but my calculator doesn't work with negative digits, so that didn't work. I assume no, though, because that's really unlikely.
Yeah, probably not. The people at the table that were just sat around chatting are kind of looking over at you and this conversation now as well. And they're like,
I was not born under an eclipse, though I am touched by magic.
One of the people calls over. If you were born under an eclipse, you would have already been assigned to the college to study as we were. Another one's like, here.
Your college did not exist when I was born.
They all just... Pardon? The college was founded before the current era. It's been standing since the fall of the Hamian Empire.
As I have said, I am touched by magic.
Let me cast some spells quickly. A bunch of people cast spells. They do well as well. They're like, So
we'll see one thing about him and one thing about his sword.
Yeah. They're only doing very low power spells, pretty much just... I don't think they even need to do spells. I think they can just roll against thaumatology. Because all these guys are ritual adepts.
Like, thaumatologist it?
Yeah, thaumator... I'm having a stroke.
Thama shits it.
Thorma shits it. And the person behind the counter to say, we do indeed have such things. Perhaps what you're looking for. But we warn you, magic is not to be dabbled with lightly. As I'm sure you're aware. So I apologize for reiterating that point to you just now.
I have seen how it goes awry.
This can help. As can this. Demonstrates a necklace, a ring, a brooch. Other ways it could be done. Just various pieces of jewellery that would allow one to act as if a blessed or trained individual, much beyond the skill of a normal peasant. Of course, worn by a normal peasant, I expect they would swiftly turn themselves into a pile of rotting something.
Hence the division between the peasants and their superiors.
No one straight up says here, but the students look like they want to. And aye.
Were there magical price tags on the things he was holding up?
Yeah, but I have no idea what they should be. Probably expensive to stop everyone just becoming a ritual adept or some shit. but I'm pretty sure you can
Have
afford
you
it.
any weak ones?
Pardon?
Have you any weak ones? I only desire to cast a single spell.
Oh. In that case, it could be done. Yes, here, these. Another tray. These would allow you to... these would only permit one single spell to be cast as if a trained master.
I note that when I say that, I mean as in a single
Type
knowing
of
and
spell.
being able to repeatedly cast.
Yeah. Not like one instance of a spell. One certain ritual.
Yeah.
It would need specializing to the specific magics you have in mind. Our master can do this. They are available today for an expediation fee.
To what detail must it be specified? Like to point out that a specific spell is the greater and lesser types of effects and the modifiers.
Do you already know the spell?
Technically, although I haven't actually written it up because it hurt my head to do that.
But Doman knows the spell.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it'd take much. This is a very complicated topic for me on the fly. I apologize, but I'm pretty sure there's things in there that you can get your hands on and afford, and in reasonable time. But as I am but mortal, I can't really give you much more
Specific
information.
definition. The specific spell effects, for example, lesser strength in body, and what it is, one part of the specific definition. Also is what those effects do. For example, lesser sense mind to send my thoughts, or to locate the nearest sapient being with IQ 5 or less. What modifiers are used, and the specific effects of other modifiers like affliction, altered traits, etc. Would it need to be attuned to the specific spell if I were to get a slightly broader one? One that works for only specific paths, perhaps?
We could do that as well, yes. These are options, if you have the coin to spend them. But you look like you do.
Yeah, one moment, as I try to figure out which paths then. Perhaps we could skip back to the other people and I figure...
Yeah, I think this would be a good thing to figure out before next session.
It'd be a good time to wrap up, honestly.
Yeah, I wanted to see the arrival into Ashwell, really. But then
Yeah, we can do the arrival and then Doman meets them having done some things, and we do those things next time.
But Yosh, it is a pleasant boat journey. The river's calm, but, full of people and boats doing its stuff. And you can see all the lights of Ashwell as you're coming in. Like, although it's night, the river is well lit all along. It's city all along the river, past Liquor Hill as well. And the palace is actually riverside. It's built at the crook, raised up on a bit of a hill and surrounded by walls that stretch about 50 meters high at the riverside. But there is a dock there where you can be let off that's got guards, but you've also got the letter you can show them. But were you planning on meeting other people first? To take them all in at the same time, Owen?
Well, if he's not there when we get there, I'm gonna just head in and he can figure it out later.
There's a dock before the private palace one. Like with steps leading up to enter the main walls. Would you have gone to there to meet up with him, Doman?
Doman would have found a place where he can intercept anyone going to the palace.
Yeah, that first dock's probably your best bet then. You'd most
You'd
likely
probably meet Spot there before they get there too.
Aye.
Verth.
If Spot's awake.
Yes. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that?
Verth.
Verth. Human.
Yeah, Luke gets it.
Fair dues. Fair dues. There it is again. Jesus Christ. You're gonna give me
once someone points out one of your quirks, you just never forget it.
Yeah, you've given me a complex.
It's not bad, just mentioning it.
Well, you've given me a complex. Oh, you've unzipped me. I don't like thinking about it. Everyone, you see at the dock ahead, bleep bloop, Doman and Spot. The captain of the boat, in fact, probably recognise him, seeing as you've been, like, seeing each other every day. Be like, this is your man, is it not? You aren't dropping off here.
Yep.
Very good, here you go. And then the, yeah. Pull alongside, give you time to unload your stuff. They'll help a bit. Do a decent job. Some guards are approaching, given the vicinity to the castle walls. You're just watching for now from other end of the little square that this dock is at.
That mask has been on, like, since we left this morning.
Okay. Strange that you should mention that, but okay.
Yeah, I know, strange that I should clear that.
Someone else needs to carry my trunk because I shouldn't be seen carrying my own shit if I'm about to do political stuff.
Well, I vote the big guy. What do you say, big guy?
I was muted. Let me see a spell check, and I'll let you know.
You just gotta lift 50 pounds.
Smelling. Checking for poop jugs, maybe.
The weight's not a problem, but at least it's not sticky enough. Alright, and he will pick it up.
I'll float over to the guards and
Good on ya, big guy.
I'll float over to the guards and go, what was the guys who I'm knight of again? I forgot to write it down.
Rickrim. If you go to the folder Metha, and then Brawler, and then Nobility.
Lord Ilbertus Rickram the Eighth.
Correct.
Alright, because my full title was Knight of Rickram, right?
Knight of House Rickrim.
Okay.
And the Brawler Lands.
Okay, Brola Lands, that's what I was trying to remember. I am Dane Orn of the Brola Lands, sent to see the king, and I'll present my letter.
They nod at each other and lead you up to the entrance to the castle.
I'll kind of wave at my people to follow along.
Leah looks up at you, Sigmund.
Do we want to save this? It's getting late.
Yeah, she just says, "Are we servants now?"
No, we're not.
Okay,
We're nobody's servants.
but Ulrich's a servant now, right? He's carrying the chest.
It's his choice at that point.
Okay, just checking.
Wait, what?
We're gonna meet the king. And yes, we'll pause for now, but when we return, I think there will be a meeting with the king, with a bloke who's got his face covered for some reason. Very strange. A mushroom who's just carrying around some poop. It might have stopped smelling now that the moisture's left it.
Fertilizer.
Yeah. We were the Kobold Cafe. I still am. Jesus.
You are Jesus?
Hello, Jesus.
Guten Tag. Jesus were German, right?
German?
Jesus war Deutsch, ja.
Danke.
When Jesus rode across the plains in a jeep.
He said,
Treibt einen Volkswagen.
I was Luke. I am now Jesus. I was Jesus. I am now Luke. We also had James.
Hey, I am James. I played Ronan.
Took you a moment, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it did. I'm still
we'll get there.
feeling the character out. It's weird once you guys have it felt out and then you drop in with a new character. It takes.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of enjoyed it though. We also had Z Warrior playing Obscuro Coccineus Cornucopioides Alganeo Viridescens Tremolo Dendro Spatistro Biolomyces.
Very good.
Yeah, someone's
I
funny.
also play with poop.
You got a fancy name for someone playing with a bucket of shit.
Yeah. That's how it is where I come from.
You sound like a lovely people. I'm sure the Verth Quarter's lovely. We also had... They didn't say anything all session, but we had Everoth as well.
hello everyone. I was Ulrich. You're always trying to be entertaining Burbard.
You entertained a lot of people today, for sure.
Hopefully.
Made a lot of cash. We had Simon.
Hello, I'm Simon. I played Sigmund. That's it.
That's it. And finally, not finally, we had Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I am Doman. That's not like a turn of phrase. I'm actually Doman.
Yeah. I once accidentally a whole Doman. And finally now, we have Terra.
I play Orn, and you can catch me on Twitter at JadeGear. And today's count was, of course, Simon in first place for the F-bombs. Luke was number 2 there. James was number 3, and Jared was 4th.
Sounds about right.
That's the usual count pattern.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back on Monday. Am I right?
Unless
Yep.
unforeseen circumstances happen, but back on Monday
Yep.
for my game.
Barring unforeseen circumstances, we'll be here on Monday for the space game. So thanks very much for watching, especially the people who only just joined. And we will be back on Monday. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, Dr. Nick.